So, hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good noon.
Good noon.
Good afternoon.
Second breakfast. I'm Harold.
Ako po si Debbie at ito ang Casual Overthinking with
Harold.
and Debbie.
Hindi nag-rhyme? So basically, kami ni Debbie ay yung mga taong napakahilig mag-overthink. Tipong every week na lang nag-overthink kami. Yan.
Part na siya ng body clock.
Yeah, minsan. Oo nga eh. Tapos yun, naisip namin i-record na finally yung overthinking sessions namin. Just to check it out.
Ayun, so yun nga. Basically, this is a series of recorded conversations and let's see how it goes. Yan. So basically, we can honestly talk about anything, as in anything.
Huwag yun.
Pero mahilig kaming mag-compare and contrast ng mga backgrounds namin, ng mga beliefs namin. Kasi we've been also working together in several projects and mahalaga na pag nagtatrabaho kayo together, alam nyo rin naman yung isa't isa. So, somehow na-enjoy namin mag-compare at mag-contrast.
Enjoy ba natin?
Oo.
Okay.
Tapos, humahanap kami ng rainbow connection dun sa dalawang, kung ano man yung contrasting factors na yun.
Airplane. Okay. Talagang nagpa-pause ka pa sa airplane.
Oo. Rinig yun sa mic.
Figure out ba actually natin kung ano yung trip natin gawin dito with these recorded casual overthinking sessions. But, yeah, as we go along, malalaman naman natin. And, well, outlet na rin natin of our thoughts. Hindi lang natin, kasi alam naman natin, you attract the people you are. So
yeah, sa mga friends namin dyan.
na mahilig mag-overthink, di ba? Birds with the same feather are the same birds. So yun, yung mga friends namin na mahilig din mag-overthink, I'm sure they would love to jump in at some point.
We're just trying to repurpose some thoughts in our heads na hindi nagagamit pa. Yan. I'm also about recycling. Yes. Even in thoughts.
Anyway, so bago tayo mag-spend ng 10 minutes sa ating intro pa lamang, let's begin. But first. Cafe. Mm-hmm.
So, wait lang.
Napakasarap.
Oo nga eh. So, sige, punta muna tayo sa... Yan, sige, press that French.
You don't want to press the French. The French always wins, except sa Tour de France.
So, simulan natin sa kamustahan.
Yeah.
Sige, para mas interesting siguro, yung first and second question, pagsasamahin ko. Kung i-describe mo ang state mo ngayon in the form of whatever style of coffee, what coffee are you now? Yan!
Hindi pa naman ako coffee aficionado. Wow.
Sabi ng araw-araw nagkakape.
That doesn't mean I'm an expert at coffee. Okay, so I think yung state ko ngayon ay exactly how the state of our coffee is right now. So, para lang gets din ng mga viewers natin. Remember, every night we make our coffee. Sometimes in the afternoons, we make coffee again. So, basically, we keep on producing coffee because yung relationship natin with coffee is not so much as how some people would have a relationship with it na they smell the coffee, they grind it ever so lovingly. I mean, mas intimate yung relationship na ibang people sa coffee to the point na they buy lots of grinders, they want to grind it themselves, tapos they make them and then they enjoy them.
So tayo
fresh.
Mas functional.
Oo, exactly. So tayo, we pre-make our coffee the night before para bukas wala tayong 10 minutes of grogginess. Yun lang naman yung reason natin. Ayaw natin gumagawa ng coffee while groggy. So, I think it's a very functional relationship we have with coffee. So, kung i-relate ko ulit dun sa kamusta ko ngayon, ano yung state of being ko, I guess ganun nga. Parang I wake up and I think of one thing to do. I know you would feel the same way about it. Ay gusto mong laging may na-accomplish within a day. It pains you pagka wala ka na-accomplish. Kahit wala naman talagang magagalit sa'yo. Kasi everyone is so understanding now. Dapat. Ngayong lockdown na, ganun talaga eh. Mahirap mag-work. Pero naiinis ka pa rin sa sarili mo kasi I felt unproductive today. Wala akong na-accomplish. Ayoko na, nasasaktan ko na sa sarili ko sa kakapaliwanag ito. Pero yeah, you get what I mean. So, yun yung state of being ko ngayong lockdown na parang kahit wala naman nag-expect ng something from me right now, Parang gusto kong may ina-achieve na bagong i-upload, bagong i-record. Gusto kong may tinatrabaho, gusto kong may gig, gusto kong may inaareglo para may income. I mean, ang hirap eh. Ang hirap ngayong lockdown kasi parang na-shatter yung lahat ng system na ina-establish mo na
parang coffee beans.
For years now. Oh, actually, gingrind. Sinashatter ba ang coffee beans? Ginagrind. Dahil babalik ko sa yung tanong, kung ikaw ay kape, bakit?
Bakit hindi? Oh.
Kasi tsaa ako.
Well, ngayon kasi yung state ng kape natin ay lukewarm na. Okay.
Wow. Lakas maka-revelations.
Well, bigla lang ako nag-iisip ngayon. Well, number 1 is, sometimes strong, sometimes kailangan lagyan ng konting solvent. Like, kailangan dagdagan ng tubig kasi masyado matapang. Pero yeah, we like black coffee sa kaalaman po ng lahat ng tao. Kaya, yeah, may times na aggressive ako sa mga araw kahit na ballet dancer kasi ako, diba? So, lumaki ako sa kultura na sayaw ka lang na sayaw. Lahat ng something mo sa buhay, pwede mong tapalan ng sayaw. So, kahit may sakit ka, sayaw ka lang, mawala rin yan. Pag malungkot ka, sayaw ka lang, sasaya ka rin. Eventually, I found out na masyado kong pinoprove yung sarili ko to so many people. Sometimes, I don't need to have my coffee too strong.
Okay.
Sometimes, I don't have to attack the days too strongly. Ngayon ko siya nare-realize ngayong lockdown na, yun nga, gaya na sabi mo, we put too much pressure on ourselves kasi pareho tayong galing sa formal training and meron tayong standards na gustong i-reach. I'm not saying that that's bad, but at some point, pag stressed out na yung tao, hindi na niya alam kung ano yung tama at kung ano yung tama lang. So, andun ako ngayon sa state na tinitimpla ko yung kape ko. Depende sa araw ko. In terms of work, I teach and then I also dance sometimes. I have projects, yan. So, yung approach ko doon, and I have a lot of affiliations ba? Yung, kumbaga, sabi ko nga this year, 2020 is my learning year. No matter what happens, I will be open for learning.
Sabi mo nung January,
Sabi ni Lord, open pala ha. So,
nagla-learn ka naman
Yeah.
Virtually. Digital style.
So, I'm learning a lot of things. I just graduated. Tapos I'm teaching and I'm also learning more about business in other group that I'm in, which is a company. And then we're also doing people in Daloy, and then we're also doing one with PH. Ang dami. So, kumbaga, yung energy ko in terms of coffee, sometimes what we do is, we don't have one round lang dun sa coffee beans. Sometimes we put water again. As someone who likes to maximize things and not acquire too much.
That's true.
Yun, medyo
so,
may
kahit yung last round of coffee mo ay matabang na or stale. Still,
ganon ka naman sa tsaa.
Oh yeah, that's true. Huwag magagalit si Uncle Iro. So, could we say na yung coffee for you is a metaphor for your workload?
Definitely.
Wow. Yeah, okay. So, total pinag-uusap. Wait lang. May naisip ako bigla. Would you say na maganda rin may mga ibang araw na you don't coffee at all? Kung ganun nga yung view natin na coffee is a metaphor for workload.
Biologically and metaphorically, yes. Hindi kailangan. Siguro ng mga first quarter of the year. January to March. Kailangan ko magkape kasi I burn myself out too much. And I didn't know that. Parang sabi ko lang, kaya ko to. So, 5 events in a day.
Wow, damn. Okay, that's so
turo
much.
Sa umaga, mga 2 klaseng turo sa umaga. Tapos sa hapon may meeting. Tapos sa gabi may event. Yung ganon.
So, nakailang kape ka nga nun, legit?
3 cups minimum.
A day?
Ay, 3 cups, period. On a regular basis. Minsan ganito kalaki, minsan maliit. Pero a cup is a cup. A mug is a mug. Anyway, especially ngayon sa lockdown na wala na akong hinahabol na traffic. Wala akong hinahabol na mga tao na kailangan i-please. Ang portal ko ay internet.
Okay.
So, pwede kong gawing excuse na may faulty internet ako. Which is usually true. Pilipinas to, hello.
Oo nga eh. Kasi every time you check social media, parang, I'm just gonna check one post and then bad trip ka na. Hindi nga ganun eh. And then bad trip ka na. Yung isang post ng bad trip ka na. Kasi you see post online about ang hirap mag-online class, nahihirapan yung students, lalong nahihirapan yung teachers. I mean, wala namang timbangan dito, pero equally lahat tayo nahihirapan. And kung kailangan na ng lahat ng estudyante at lahat ng teachers ng internet, then dapat lang karapatan mo na bilang mamamayan na magka-internet at hindi na siya luxury. Kasi kailangan mo na siya, basic necessity mo na siya ngayong time of... anyway, we're getting too ahead of ourselves.
So, punta tayo sa positive note.
Sige.
Total musician ka. May ganun ba? Positive note sa music?
May negative note, yung sintonado. Sige. Punta tayo sa mga exciting. Yun na kayo sinabi mo nga, yung positive note. Punta tayo sa kanya-kanya nating fields. Yan, bilang nabanggit natin kanina. Ikaw ay dancer, ako ay musician. Obviously, hindi nagpapatinag ang mga artists. Gagawa ng paraan ang mga creative people para mag-let out pa rin, mag-vent out at magpakita, mag-express ng ating mga artistry. Express. Ano yung mga exciting things na mga nangyayari sa dance world ngayon na sa tingin mo...
So ako mauna.
Oo, ikaw talaga mauna, ladies, girls. Yung mga feeling mong... Ito yung mga magandang breakthrough ngayon sa dance kahit nahihirapan kaming mga dancers. This might stick for a long time than expected.
Well, for one, masaya ako kasi nung on the onset of the lockdown, isa sa mga active communities kaagad na gumalaw ay performing arts. Hindi lang dance. May theater, may music na we're giving away free content. Na we're giving away free classes kasi nararamdaman kaagad natin na yung mga tao ay stuck at home, so they need something to put their minds away from the stress. Thankful ako na I'm part of communities that are very giving and very considerate despite the obvious hindrances na yung common notion na walang pera dyan. Or yung obvious lang na wala talaga masyadong pera, hindi sa zero account. Hindi lang sapat para sa lahat. Para maging philanthropic. Yan, ang mga tao. Pero kasi hindi lang naman pera ang resource. So, kumbaga, kami as dancers, as dance teachers, yung skill namin ng pagtuturo, yung skill namin ng pagsasayaw, yun kaagad yung isip namin, pwede to ibigay sa community. And without being the heroic type ba na, gusto ko ng recognition, ganyan. It's just that, pag hindi kami gumalaw, ito para sa kaalaman ng lahat, ang dancer, pag hindi gumalaw yan sa isang araw, mararamdaman niya yan agad ng joints niya, ng kalooban niya. So, kami, kailangan talaga namin gumalaw whether it's teaching or dancing. So, exciting siya kasi lahat nga nagta-transition online. It's not really the best situation kasi we also crave for contact. Yan. Kasi group setup madalas ang dancers. Bihira yung mga solo eh. At kahit solo ka pa, usually choreographer yun, kailangan niya ng katawan ng iba kung hindi katawan niya. So, there's still contact, there's still interaction. So, ngayon na we're pivoting online, unti-unti na pupunta na sa ganong realm na dance has become more accessible actually. Which is...
Interesting. Okay.
Especially sa lugar namin na contemporary dance. It's not really the mainstream dance ngayon. It's everywhere, but I don't think it's the mainstream here sa Pilipinas. And natutuwa ako kasi maraming tao nakaka-access. At kahit konti lang yung tao na pumupunta sa classes ngayon, like, given a handful, it's actually what I like. Ako as a teacher, I like the intimate setup. Na, despite the obvious hindrance na hindi kayo makakapag-meet physically, yung exciting thing about that is the virtual space now becomes an intimate, safe space. Yung space before na sinasabi natin dangerous at some point because of accessibility and because of privacy, just learn how to handle it, like learn how to maniobre it. Again, like money. Kung kaya mo siyang gamitin ng tama, it will work for you well. And na-appreciate ko ngayon na I can actually stay at home. Homebody kasi ako eh. So, the fact that I'm staying at home and doing the things that I like and doing the things that somehow sustain my being as a human being, nagagawa ko at home.
Wait, ang dami ko rin naisip doon sa sinabi mo. Grabe, ang dami tumatakbo sa isip ko. Nasabi mong hindi mainstream yung contemporary dance sa Pilipinas. Is there somewhere... I know this might be a stupid question. Baka nakikringe na yung mga dancers sa tanong ko. Pero I'm honestly interested and curious kung saang bansa kaya siya really mainstream yung contemporary dance? May mga bansa ba or may mga like kahit city man lang na na-imagine mo?
I think it's in the western part of the world. Well, US is number 1. I think, ha. Again, this is my opinion. I have no complete comprehensive research on this. Pero iba-iba kasi approach niya ng contemporary dance. The fact that the word contemporary means now,
Okay. Yeah.
iba-iba ang now sa kada country. The fact na magkakaiba tayo ng time zone is a different now.
Totoo yan.
Diba? So,
kaya contemporary music parang ang
kita
hirap
mo
din
sa'yo
ng term
rin
ang hirap din ng term.
contemporary, yun nga, the idea of contemporary. Kasi, kunwari, sa Asia, what I see as a trend is yung cultural identity mo, ifufuse mo into something more freeform.
Yeah.
That's the contemporary dance
Okay,
scene.
interesting.
Here, and I think in Southeast Asia and other parts of Asia. Kasi tayo yung isa sa mga areas ng mundo na mahilig talaga sa cultural preservation and looking for cultural identity. As I have experienced. Again, as I have experienced, this is a non-encompassing statement.
Okay, we're treading on dangerous waters, academic waters now. So, baka kasi may magalit mo.
So, lagi lang po ako nag-disclaimer.
Yung second thought ko ay mahilig ang dancer sa contact, 'di ba, with other
Yes.
other dancers. So basically ngayon dahil pumupunta na online, nahihirapan tayo pas de deux. Did I pronounce that right? 'Di ba? Wala nang ganun, wala nang ensemble. Wala nang ensemble. So ang nakikita ko ngayon, at least sa page na lumalabas sa aking newsfeed, ay puro solo dancers or I don't know if I'm gonna use this term, but asynchronous solo dancers edited together in a video format. So, di ba, ang interesting din yung new form na yun. So, masasabi mo bang nagkakaroon ng bagong language or bagong style of dance na rin because of these solo dancers edited together in tiles? So, di ba, parang it's a new aesthetic din.
I think I go for the second statement na it's a new aesthetic. In terms of dancing style, marami ng dance videos before, marami ng dance styles na whether may lockdown or wala, mag-evolve at mag-evolve yan. It's just more of the cinematography or the filming of dance or documentation of dance coming from a semi-academic point of view. Na may bagong aesthetic ng pagtingin sa sayaw. Pero in terms of developing the language of the kinesthetic of the body, it's always evolving. It's always there na gumagalaw kasi literal gumagalaw yan So yung style din makakahanap at makakahanap yung mga tao. It's more of the change in accessibility. That's number 1 kasi live events, limited lang yung mga tao na makakapunta at makakapanood. Usually, yung documentation pa, hindi naman sinespread out sa mundo. So, konti lang yung nakakapanood. And makakapanood lang yung may budget, yung may car, whatever. Ngayon, everything can be found online. And so, yung gumagawa ng sayaw, i-cater na niya na, okay, wider na yung audience ko. How do I frame this in such a way na so ngayon, it's either yung gagawa ng sayaw ay bubuksan niya palalo yung range ng audiences or magiging mas specific siya sa audience na, okay, I will frame my dance this way kasi I want to target this audience. And siguro karamihan sa mga young dancers or emerging dancers or emerging dance filmmakers, naghahanap pa kami ng audience.
Okay.
Talaga, na specific. And if hindi specific, we would gladly share everything to everyone.
And ako honestly, I mean, ako lang naman ito. Honestly, I've been enjoying your virtual setup sa dance world. Alam kong hindi yun preferable sa maraming choreographers and dancers, pero kasi ngayon, you're also choreographing the camera now. Parte na siya ng sayaw. So, parang, otherwise, pag live event, di ba, parang sa CCP, for example, CCP, gusto mong ipakita sa akin yung emotion mo, gamit yung kilay mo or yung labi mo. Papakita mo yan so obviously para makita ng taong nasa balcony. Pero ang liit mo pa rin, parang langgam. Pero at least sa camera, parang
pwede mo i-zoom.
Diba? Exactly. So, I don't know how you choreographers or dancers view it, baka sabihin, it's a dumbing down of things. Pero I don't think so. Kasi you wanna show your eyebrows, show the damn eyebrows. Zoom it sa camera. So parang ang ganda rin ng choreography ng camera movement or ng editing. It's a dance in itself. I think. I don't know. I'm not a dancer.
Anyway, so a lot of dancing. Music naman tayo. Total connected naman yun eh. How is your scene?
Well, sa music scene, it's para sa akin very exciting kasi yun nga, creative ang mga musicians ngayon dahil naghahanap ng iba't ibang avenues. So, parang sa teaching, 'di ba, parang we're talking about asynchronous and synchronous classes. Tama ba yung term ko? Yeah, pero gano'n, 'di ba, sa classroom world. Gano'n din sa music scene, sa gigs. You would see asynchronous gigs. Na yun nga, yung parang edited together. So, magtatrack ako ng keyboard or magtatrack ako ng koto na not necessarily maririnig ng trumpet player ko from the other side of the Philippines or not necessarily maririnig ng flute player. Basta ganun, basically. We're tracking and then yung editor, ayan. Ayan, dito ka. I-edit niya together and then magtutunog banda. Yay! And then meron ding synchronous. meron din mga ilang musicians na nag-Facebook Live. Tumutugtog sila and then asking for donations or for payment.
Pero usually solo, di ba? Kapag
usually
live,
solo or at max trio.
Kasi parang pag nag-live ka na trio kayo kunwari. Or nang hindi kayo sa isang room ha.
Ay, hindi talaga pwede.
Parang kahit ano mangyari, magiging asynchronous
magiging yun. Steve Reich yun. Magiging... try nga natin yun. Malay mo ang ganda nun. Yung may latency. Pero hindi. Yung synchronous na mga nakikita kong gigs ay mostly, ganun nga. Musicians would go to a room, socially distanced naman sila, I think. And then magigig sila with their face masks on. Tapos, live na live yun. Walang latency kasi andun sila sa isang kwarto. And then, if Facebook live nila sa mga tao or ikukumo nila yung mga iba't ibang avenues, digital and virtual avenues of performance. May iba pang sites na I'm not really familiar with, pero ang dami ko nakikitang mga artists that are going there. Kahit YouTube live may mga ganun. Tapos ilalagay nila sa baba, donations here. And true enough, marami naman nag-get by and then surviving sa ganung setup. So it's a very interesting thing. In terms of aesthetics naman, iba na ngayon yung digital self mo pagdating sa music. One of the interesting things ngayon ay nakikita ko yung ginagawa na ni Jacob Collier for a long time. He's multiplying himself. Diba? You see 10 Jacob Colliers in a single video.
In my room.
In my room. Hindi kahit, grabe yung NPR niya. My God. Galing no. Nakakainis yun. Kasi, diba, like, ilan yun? 5 or 6 Jacobs in a room. And then they're interacting with each other. Ewan ko kung paano niya in-script yun at pinlano yun. Napaka-genius niya.
Planning yun.
Pero anyway, ang dami mo nakikita na marami pang tao online na gumagawa nun. You see 5 Harolds.
Dalawa pa lang yung nakita
mo. Ay, hindi pa nakita yung 5. Sa ibang site yun. So, parang yung otherwise na manipis na tunog of a trio can suddenly sound like 10 people, 12 people. It's interesting, di ba? Ikaw rin, nakikita ko yun sa videos na ine-edit mo biglang dumadami yung Debbie.
Hindi, kaluluwa ko yun.
O, di ba, para it's a new aesthetic. So, those are interesting things happening. And also, dumadami yung taong humuhusay mag-record, gumaganda yung quality. Nag-stop ang camera.
Ayan, nag-stop ang camera. So, next na to. So, yung struggles naman na in-overcome during this time, I think it's one of the concerns na puput up mo is the quality. I think sa ating dalawa, in terms of quality, mas OC ka. I also put into consideration niya na iba-iba yung means ng iba-ibang tao. So, pag group setup talaga, tas marami, you find yung sweet spot sa gitna. And it's a hit and miss. Hindi siya yung perfect spot done.
Sorry.
Hindi, pero yun, you try to find what you feel na best fits everyone to the best of your abilities. So, yun din yung isa sa mga struggles ko ngayon is creativity.
Okay.
Not just in a sense of creativity. Art. Natutunan ko sa them, more functional note. It's really finding innovative solutions to problems.
Okay.
So, kumbaga, the struggle now is how to pivot, not just really for myself anymore. Kasi I'm already with myself. I know how to take care of myself now kasi I'm safe within the home, ganyan. Pero, yung innovation on reaching out to others.
Such as your students or something?
Oh, such as my students, such as people who would like to see more dance, or such as the whole world. And that points me to the next struggle, which is it's hard to focus now.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's hard to focus now. Like, we are at home. And the home has become a multi-purpose thing.
Oh my God, that's
It
true.
is a home, it is a studio, it is a office.
A office.
It is
a mountains.
It is a clinic. I don't know. It's everything. So, ang hirap mag-focus. And up until now, I'm still learning in a way na I ask you how to focus. I ask books. I ask audiobooks. I ask ebooks. I ask YouTube. So, parang yung pala yung idea ko of asking, hindi rin focus. Yeah. So, the need to focus is somewhat of a paradox and an irony as well. Kasi, people say you focus on one thing at a time, pero at the same time, you have to be aware of what's surrounding you. Kasi if you focus naman too much, baka hindi ka na aware na may danger na pala or meron ka na palang nasa step on na something. So, those are the struggles mainly, focus, creativity, and reaching out to others na I'm still trying to figure out now. I'm somehow walking on that path already, and I see results. May nakukuha akong feedback from my students na thank you po for this opportunity for me to be enlightened this way. So that's one thing. And then I see also sa screen na naka-zoom na nakikita ko yung mga students ko na ma-memorize sila yung combination sila. And then yun. Pero I don't think na getting one yes or one thank you is enough for now. Not because I want to be the bestest of the best. Kundi alam ko na this is still an ongoing thing, na things might change, and therefore marami pang kailangang adjustments na sana ready tayong lahat. Hindi ako lang yung ready, kundi lahat ng mga tao sa paligid ko ready. Kasi at some point, yung mga tao sa paligid na yun, they will affect me no matter how ready I am. If other people around me are not ready, then there's really something wrong with me. But ako lang. Di ba pwedeng lahat tayo? So, balik ko sa iyo yung tanong.
Damn, struggles. Pero yeah, feel ko yung sinabi mo na dahil nasa isang space lang tayo, ang hirap mag-focus. Di ba? It's so ironic na kung kailan ka nasa isang space lang all day, tsaka ka pa nahirapan mag-focus. Pero yun exactly yun eh. Yun exactly yun kaya ka nahirapan mag-focus. Kasi, I recently watched this Thomas Frank video. Well, idol natin si Thomas Frank. And then, sinasabi niya rin na ang laking problem nun dahil isa sa mga memory retaining devices ng ating brain ay has to do so much with location.
With space.
Yeah, with space, exactly. So, remember nung college ka, yung math building ay andun eh. Tapos, mag-shift ka, meron kang 5 to 10 minute or sa case ng UP, 15 to 20 minutes walk pabalik sa iyong college galing sa math. And then, nasisynthesize mo yun sa walk mo. And then obviously, meron kang physical activity. You're walking, you're biking, you're doing something, and nag-jeep ka. And it sets you na yung memories mo of the math lesson or the music lesson or the history lesson ay andun sa mga individual spaces and locations na yon. I can imagine kung paano maging high school ngayon tapos online class.
Everything
diba?
is here.
Andito ka lang. Tapos, then it's over, math time. Andito ka pa rin. Iihi ka, ayan lang, tapos babalik ka dito. Alam mo yung wala ka man lang. Diba, namimiss, hindi mo na ma-experience yung, ma'am, may I go out? Tapos bibili ka na sa canteen, bigla na Nuda Crunch.
Pero, Nuda Crunch, ang maka-face out.
Oo nga, baduy na.
Tanda mo na.
Pero masarap yun Anyway, di ba, parang imagine mo lahat ng work mo nandito, yung business work mo, yung artist work mo, nandito sa very table na to. Lalabas ka lang ng 11:30 to have lunch and then
balik na ulit.
Babalik ka after 30 minutes dito ka na naman. Di ba? Nakakabaliw din siya at certain points in your life. it has its pros and cons. Of course, you're saving time, you're saving money, wala ka ng pan-jeep, wala ka ng pang... Pero ang gastos din niya eh. I mean, yung cons niya, yun nga, nakakabaliw siya. Laging andyan yung work. Wala kang takas sa work. Kasi parang dahil andito ka, expected ng mga tao, pagka-text nila sa'yo, magre-reply ka agad. Kasi nasa bahay ka lang naman, wala ka ng palusot na traffic. And then yung kuryente, yung wifi, yun yung mga struggles. At least dito sa bahay, well, blessed naman tayo with a relatively spacious home here. So, naglalagay ako ng stations now na living room is piano space. My room is kulintang space. This room is koto space. The living room is computer space. Flexible naman sila lahat, pero tinatry kong maglagay ng mga stations sa bahay. Tapos, hinahanap ko yung time na wala akong ibang kaagaw dun sa space na yun. Walang bisita or hindi kailangan ng parents ko or something, hindi mo kailangan. So, para meron pa rin sense of chapters within the day na, okay, AM is living room time, piano time. So, ang hirap niya, pero that's yun yung mga paraan ko to overcome those struggles. I understand na pag mas maliit yung bahay mo, for example, pag nasa mas maliit ka na space or maliit yung bahay nyo or nasa condo ka, nandyan lang lahat. May magagawa ka pa rin at to a certain extent. Diba? Merong north, east, west, south yung room mo. Maybe the north side is na. Katulad
itong setup na to. Usually, tama itong setup na to. Ito yung background ko. Pag nagtuturo ko ng klase, may screen sa likod itong camera na to. Diyan ako nagtuturo. Ito yung backdrop ko. So, usually, pati sa'yo, di ba? This is the streaming space or the video space. And then, you just turn the table in a 90-degree angle. Then, it's already an office and creative space. And then, tanggalin mo yung table, bed lang, TV, playing time.
By the way, andito yung bed. Tapos, pag ni-reach ko to, ayan, naabot ko na yung pinto. Pinto na yan. Ganyan kalit yung kwarto na to. But, meron pa rin sections itong room na to eh. Na, ito na, halimbawa na to na maliit na space ha. You don't go and practice koto on the bed. The same way na, nung college ka, natatanda mo, pupunta ka sa math building. Doon ka ba magko-company class? Di ba? Hindi mo may isipang maglabas ng saxophone or maglabas ng kulintang or kahit yung mga handheld na instruments na flute sa math building kasi i-judge ka ng maraming tao doon. At the same time na, pag nasa College of Music ka, doon ka mag-ensayo. Hindi ka gagawa ng GE stuff mo doon. Most of the time. Maghahanap ka ng library. Hindi mo gagawin yun sa gitna ng linoleum. Di ba? Alam mo yan, meron ka pa ring sections eh. At sa kahit contained na space na tulad nitong kwarton to, bed is for sleeping. You don't want to do office work sa bed kasi matetempt ka talaga at matetempt kang matulog doon kahit ano mangyari. You don't sleep here, right? Ayan lang yung bed eh. So, kahit maliit yung space, lalagyan mo pa rin ng sections para, yun the best thing that you can do para magkaroon ng malinis na sections yung locations yung buhay mo.
Yes.
Yeah, yun siguro yung solutions to the struggles.
We have more avenue to move forward. So, let's not think too far naman. What are your plans until the end of this year?
I don't wanna sound so escapist here kasi baka sabihin ng mga tao, hindi, wala ka naman plano. Hindi, kasi that's the very thing about it ay napaka-unpredictable ng year na to. Hello, nasa lockdown pa rin tayo. Diyos ko, Lord, my God. I hate lockdown. Pero diba, hello, nasa lockdown pa rin tayo. So, wala naman nag-imagine ito nung March, diba? Na nasa lockdown pa rin tayo by September, di pa rin tayo makatuloy sa ating gigs and jobs. So, he can only plan so much. Of course, dapat nagpa-plan. Planning is very good. So, nagpa-plan ako na, just further on yung mga initial plans ko na with my groups, with my ensembles, yung mga banda ko before na, tuloy-tuloy pa rin kami sa content creation and then, doon pa rin yung plano ko of my own channel na nagko-content create pa rin ako doon sa sarili kong channel. Just to keep things very creative. Hindi ako pwede mabuhay nang wala akong creative outlet. Parang the very thought of me doing a 9-to-5 job at walang creative output ay baka mainis ako sa sarili ko. But I still know na kailangan mag 9-to-5 job. So I'm getting teaching jobs here and there. So yun yung mga plans ko to have more stable income jobs by the end of the year para I did what I could. Diba? Yun lang, hindi ako nagkulang, kumbaga. And then sa creative stuff, i-push pa further. Kahit mahirap yung online virtual world of music ngayon and of art, ang dami niya pa rin potential na hindi natin natatap into. I recently had this conference with ASEAN and certain European musicians, and halos lahat sila nagla-live gigs na. Nakakainggit, yes. So, mga orchestras with face mask and face shields, yung flute na may. Basta socially distanced orchestras na ang lapad-lapad na bigla ng orchestra as if hindi sila malapad in the first place. So, ang lapad na ng orchestra. ASEAN countries like Thailand, tuloy-tuloy na sila sa recording live, may mga gigs na, may mga bars na nag-open. Tayo wala pa. So, nung usapan na yon, wala akong masabi kasi tinanong nung isang tao, paano kayo nagko-cope up? Paano kayo nagla-live performances? Kami, nope, we're not doing any live performances yet. Negative man siya, ang good side to it is na ma-maximize natin yung possibilities of virtual art. So, dun na nga nangyayari na sa atin yung mga iba't ibang styles of art na lahat tayo Jacob Colliers na. I mean, so, I think may potential pa rin doon and tinatry ko i-maximize as much yun hanggang mag-end yung lockdown. At least, hindi ka lang nagkulang sa effort. Don't expect so much. Yun yung gusto kong i-share with other people ngayon na don't expect so much. Kasi lahat naman tayo nahirapan ngayon eh. Pagka nainis sa'yo yung magulang, wala anong ginagawa, relax. Lahat tayo nahirapan. So kung ikaw on a wealthier side and a healthier side of things ka, then go with your dreams of achievement and kaya mo eh. Pero understand na hindi lahat ng tao may access ngayon at nahihirapan lahat ng tao ngayon. I think ang mahalaga ngayon bago matapos yung taon ay mahanap lang natin yung sanity and calmness natin para maka-emerge tayo sa 2021 ng mas functional at mas sane na mga tao. Kasi kung ipupush lang natin, pipilitin natin mag-work in 2020. Obviously, it's not working well. Then mag-emerge tayo na 2021 a worse human being, and that's not a good thing, I think.
I think, therefore.
May sense ba yung pinagsasabi ko, Debbie?
Oo naman. Lagi ka naman may sense.
Oh? Ikaw, what are you working on?
Alam ko, hindi mo na ako tatanungin. Naghihintay lang ako. Magka-close na ba tayo?
Ibabalik ko yung tanong sa'yo. What are you working on by the end of this year?
Coming into terms with myself, that's number one. In a sense na hindi ko pa rin talaga alam yung bagay na ifo-focus ko. Like, siguro many of us. Pero I know now, based on what I have learned so far, I find that if I focus too much on myself, I don't find it very comforting. What I'm saying is, kunwari, comfortable ako ngayon, nakahanap ako ng way to make myself comfortable. Kunwari, financially stable. Minsan mayaman pa, minsan daming gadgets, ganyan-ganyan. I don't find myself super comfortable with that idea na I have a lot and then I think of other people na wala man lang makain.
Yeah, that's true.
And it also paralyzes me to think na hindi ko rin kayang tulungan lahat ng tao. Yung ganun ba? So, pupunta ako dun sa idea ng I want to embed in myself yung sense of community before na was inspired by a chapter in Acts, which is a book of the Bible, na in a community, the rich would sell some of their possessions and give to the poor. Not because the poor are lazy or the poor people don't know how to do it, but it's because the rich people were given the responsibility to hold resources so that they can give to the poor. Coming back dun sa idea na yung dance community nagbigay kaagad ng free classes, free content, whatever. I'm saying na I want to reconcile with myself na money is not the only resource. Basically, you have social connections, you have skills, you have talent, you have the internet, you have, ang dami. Kasi ngayon, I recently studied about business. I learned about network marketing. Yung ang dami kong naaaral ngayon na akala ko yun yung solution ko ngayon to be. Napunta na ako dun sa word na happy. Pero kasi coming from the field na hindi lahat ng tao nagtatrust na I will be okay with the chosen career that I have na nagda-dance ako. You just have to know how to do it. And I am also telling that to myself na you also have to know how to walk the talk. Na if you say na people should just know how to manage, then you yourself should know how to manage yourself as an artist. So that's why I'm doing business.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
trying to learn about management, etc. Yung things that I was not really educated with that much in school. I learned a bit, but not to the level na it's completely applicable with high competence.
That's true.
So, kumbaga ngayon, it's embedding the sense of community within me so that I know that even if I don't have a lot of money, I know that I am secure and I know that I can help people be secure as well without needing to have much money. I think ngayon sinasabi kasi ng mga tao na money is king. I don't think so. Nabubuhay po kaming artists at freelancers na minsan wala. Pero buhay pa rin kami. And I'm not saying din naman na you should stay broke. I'm saying na there has to be a complete balance with everything. And that's what I'm trying to find right now. Kasi I believe that practice is another thing that keeps us well. So, ganun ako ngayon. I'm working on it na makatulong ako sa pagtuturo ko ng sayaw at ng movement, at ng practice, at ng mindfulness. I'm saying that everyone is a beacon of light. And we all need to share that to make this dark world a brighter place. Napunta na ako doon.
Wow.
Pero kasi ang daming realizations ngayon sa lockdown na sometimes I have to be my own devil's advocate to just put myself into senses na you're getting too whimsical, you're getting too fanatic. Kailangan mo ng realistic grounding. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. Na whether may lockdown or wala, whether may hindrance or wala, I should be ready to help. I guess that's the plan for the end of the year.
Sili, ganito lang kami lagi. Nag-overthink lang kami. Hanggang sa ma-paralyze kami.
Oo. Pag napupunta na kami sa point of paralysis, which is malapit na, gagalaw na kami. Ubus na yung kape, marami ng thoughts.
I-workout natin.
Tara, workout na tayo.
Mamaya na tong kape na to.